What up guys, how we doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. So, today we're going to be doing a bit of a Brobot hunt down here at Fort Sisyphus. Now, one thing that I've noticed, right, and we might get rid of that, just so we don't get confused. Actually, no, we won't get confused. This I got from an earlier hunt, so what we're going to do is we're going to move this here, just so we don't get confused. So, this we got from an earlier hunt of the Brobots, and I decided to keep it just cause, I'll be able to use it for swanting, or I can even trade it for sweat or whatever. And okay, we're all good. So, one of the things that I've noticed when hunting the Brobots, specifically these defenders up here, right, is I tend to get back in shrapnel the ammo that I put out, right, or thereabouts, give or take 1 or 2 PED. And it tends to sit around there, okay? Tends to sit around there recently. So what I'm hoping is that we will be able to come out and break even or make a profit. Now, BC25 is, we're going to round it down to 35 PED, right? Just to round it out, 35 PED. Our armor is fully good. So we are going to see if we can get back, around about what we put in. And we're using 40 PED of universal ammunition. No specific reason why, using only 40. But if I wanted to go for a little bit longer, then I can always cycle the shrapnel. Now, what do we want out of this, right? Now, whenever you go out hunting, you want to have in your mind, like, oh, what do I want out of this? Today, it's just skills. All I want, get me some skills, maybe break even if it's like a little bit less than break even, that'll be nice, but mainly skills. I mainly want to get my robot looter up, and all that sort of stuff. Now, robot looter, like that's what I want to do for the day, right? But this specific round of hunting, we're not going to get a whole hell of a lot, but it would be good to see some weapon drops, some decent size shrapnel drops. When I say decent size, I mean like 3 to 5 PED. If we can get a global, that would be great. But I haven't necessarily globaled here that much, but what I have been doing is breaking even. So, in my mind, if I can break even, then I profit on skills, and I'm all happy with that, right? I'm a-okay with that sort of thing. Now, you watch. These guys are going to make a liar out of me. Basically, doing the whole, haha, we're not going to give him any of that sort of shit. We're going to make him, like, lose 50% of his, 50% of what he puts in. Which, no lie, would be frustrating. It would be greatly frustrating. But, this is what Brobots do, mate. This is how the Brobots work. They're either going to play ball or they're not. You just can't control it. They're either going to play ball or they're not. And depending on how quickly we run through, our ammunition, I mean, we're, 3 minutes in and we're 10 PED down, so we're probably going to end up cycling at least once. After that cycle, we'll see how much ammunition we have left at the end of that. Well, after that cycle, we'll see how much, we'll convert the shrapnel, see how much ammunition we have left over, and we'll see if we have gained any weapons at all. Weapons, attachments, all that good shit. Now, if you can hear some grinding, some obnoxious grinding in the background, it's just one of my neighbors working on something. I think they're building like a shed or some shit. A shed or maybe a hovel. Who knows? They're building a something. They are building a something. Oh god, it's terrible. I hope I'm not subjecting you to any of that. It is sort of a cruel and unusual punishment to just have the constant sound of grrr. Oh, it's horrible, ladies and gentlemen. It's horrible. Trying to record with that sort of thing, it can be an absolute god-awful nightmare. And it's daily. It's like every day. So far it's been every fucking day. But you know what? I'm not going to complain because I'm not that sort of person. Complain to them, It's during the day they can make as much noise as they would like. The only time I ever get annoyed with noise is when it's like some really shitty, like, house music. It's the only time it ever ticks me off. Real shitty house music. Gets me every time. You know, it's just not even good house music, just real shit house music. You get so pissed off so quick, you're like, ugh, just turn it down just a smidge. It's annoying, but you deal with it. You deal with it, ladies and gents, you deal with it. As do I have to deal with the obnoxious sound of grinding. That robot just appeared out of nowhere, like it wanted to be shot. I will oblige. I will oblige the robot. Now, I'm actually keen to see... Oh, what did we get? What was that? Grenadier. Grenadier? We have increased our skill as a grenadier. Hey, 7.74, that's good. That's good, and that's around about what I expect. Yeah, we're around breaking even with the shrapnel. All we need... Yeah, we're now ahead with the shrapnel. All we need now is some weapon drops, like weapons to start dropping, and we could be very happy. We could be very, very happy boys and girls. Very happy lads and ladettes. That would be the ultimate in pleasure. Well, we all know what the ultimate in pleasure is. It's a Bavarian. It's a chocolate Bavarian. And if you're lactose intolerant or anything like that, then I'm sorry. You know. But I'm fairly certain there's medication these days to help with that sort of stuff. So even you, person with lactose intolerance, don't need to go your life without knowing the flavoursome, the flavour and the texture of a chocolate Bavarian. Frozen chocolate Bavarian. Don't let it defrost. Have it when it's frozen. Okay? Maybe a little tiny bit defrosted so there's like some of that creaminess, but it's good shit. It's good shit. On another note, my mum made a really fucking good cheesecake the other day. Right? Really, really damn good cheesecake, guys. It's the best cheesecake I've ever tasted. It was a lemon cheesecake. Best fucking cheesecake I've ever had. It's absolutely fucking delicious, and there's shit on the floor. There's no... You know what? I just found some common dung on the floor, ladies and gents, and robots don't shit anywhere, so... I reckon someone shat themselves when they died to the robots. You know, some really, really low level came out here with, you know, no armor, or the TT armor, with the TT weapon. Came out, got absolutely shredded, ran out into the middle, didn't understand the aggro range of these guys, and, you know, they all just started to attack. They shot themselves, and then they die. That's it's my headcanon of how that dung got there, because unless the robots are shitting themselves, they could be. I mean, I hunt them enough that they could start shitting themselves. You know, they'll see me and they're like, oh no, it's Scott. Everyone run! The destroyer is here. But, hey, some stones. We're on a roll when it comes to finding shit, ladies and gents. On an absolute roll. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be doing... Okay, so, I'm going to be doing... like, the next video won't be out for a couple of days. The next video is going to be a little bit of a test video. You know, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a testing video, and that's going to be a nice, interesting video. There's going to be, you know, parameters and all that sort of shit. Probably also some shoddy, dodgy science. Actually, there's going to be no science. It's just going to be data. There's just going to be some data. There's going to be no science involved. It's just going to be, this is what happened. This is what came of this specific thing. Take it as you will. And I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. So yeah, that will be out in a few days, because it'll take me a few days to, you know, get all the footage and test it and all that sort of stuff. But I'm also going to be doing another video, probably next week. Probably, yeah, next week. I'm going to spend a week of just free-to-play aspects, and we got a global. Fantastic, and that. This weapon has paid for the decay of this weapon and the decay of my armor. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we wanted, and we are coming out with a profit from the weapons. Profit from the weapon, and we're gonna be, you know, just above profit with the ammunition. So we're gonna cycle through the shrapnel, you know, once we come out. But yeah, this. You wait, right? You wait and see. You're gonna start to see some green dots show up on the mini map, okay? On the radar, you're gonna see it happen. So we're gonna cycle through this, ladies and gents, and we are going to see what happens. So that is pretty much gonna pay for the decay. Like, this weapon is gonna pay for the decay of the gun, as well as the decay of our armor. You know, if you remember back, we started decay. I mean, the decay on the, like, the TT value on this was what, 35.19, and it went down by like 3 PED. So this should cover the decay cost of the weapon and the armor. Now, the markup cost is another thing. Markup, you expect to lose the markup. That's just sort of... If you're able to make the markup back in fruit and stones and sweat, then, you know, you'll be OG. Just go for a walk, find some stuff. Sell it on auction. You'll be great. You'll be golden. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be absolutely fucking golden. So there's going to be 2 videos coming out before I was rudely interrupted by the absolutely fucking glorious global. Glorious global of only 12 PED, mind you, but when you're hunting, you know, small, those small globals are absolutely king, ladies and gentlemen. They're absolutely king. If only these guys would start dropping some more weapons. Oh well, maybe they won't today. Maybe it's just not in their code today. Oh, let's not drop any. Let's not drop weapons and armor, or not armor. I don't think these guys drop armor. They drop weapons and attachments, and that's it. And of course shrapnel. But yeah, so the video that I'm going to be making is going to be like a week of it's going to be a week of just free-to-play stuff. You know, free-to-play grind stuff, right? And I wanted to do it now because I start my school in on the 28th. So I start my first class is on the 28th. So I'm going to use next week to do this, you know, this one grindy sort of video, just to see what happens throughout the week. And it's going to be interesting. I'm going to see how much PED I come away with at the end of that week. Even if it's just 5 or 10 PED, that's more PED than I had going in. So what I'm going to be doing is this week. Oh, what's today? Today is a Sunday. So yeah, today's a Sunday. So this week I'm going to record a couple of extra videos, I reckon, and those videos will go out during the week, not this week coming, but next week, while I'm, you know, doing this other video. While I'm working on this other video to then piece together to put out the Monday of the week after. Yeah, I'll figure it out. You guys don't need to worry about it. But just so you know, any comments that you put on, like, hunting videos that will come out, not this week, but next, like the week after. Hunting and mining videos, because I'll be doing a little tiny bit of mining as well. Mining's fun. It's one of those chill activities where, you know, you just go along and do it. It's good fun. Good fun. But yeah, so anything that comes out of that... is that more dumb? These robots really are shitting themselves. Yeah, anything that, you know, you guys comment, like if you say, oh, can you do this in your next video, and I don't, obviously. Or if I don't address it at all, I'll address it eventually. It just, you know. I also, while I've got you here, I also want to say, like, you guys are great. I uploaded my video and I was expecting maybe not to get as many views. I was expecting maybe in the first day to get like 40 views, maybe a few people will notice it, just because of the algorithm, but nah. Over 100 views in the first 24 hours, which is fucking dope. I think over 100 views or just under 100 views. You know, a bunch of comments, likes, people. You guys are very happy that I'm back, and I am happy to be back. You know, it's not a mutual, like, it is a mutual thing. I'm happy to be back. You're happy that I'm back. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you and I have going here. You know, it's quite nice. And I was quite surprised to see that my analytics haven't been any sort of fuckery at all, which is really good. It is really, really good to see. So, at least I know YouTube itself didn't decide, you know what, we're just gonna leave this guy here. Okay? So that's what YouTube sounds like to me in my head, just because of some of the really stupid shit that they do. So they sound like they're constantly drunk, or high, or on crack, or something, because sometimes YouTube is just, YouTube, it's not the smartest tool in the shed. It's probably the most dimmest light bulb in a room of dim light bulbs, right? In a room of dim light bulbs, the dim light bulbs are absolute stars compared to YouTube. I mean, I love YouTube, don't get me wrong, but recently they've just been doing some really shady, stupid shit. You know, it just pisses me off. And I only just learned, right? Now, I'm gonna say my boy Nux, because my boy Nux, like Lord Nux and all, right? I'm a big fan of Nux Taku. Nux Taku, if you ever watch this, bro, I love you to death. You're probably not gonna watch this. This ain't your cup of tea, I don't think. But Nux Taku is, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, and I just learned, right, that because he because he did his his AdSense crap when he was on holiday, because he hit I think he said that he had something like 35,000 subs, and he just hit, it was probably like a view, not a view, but maybe a what would it be? Maybe total watch hours or something like that. Because he had hit that, you know, he was then able to start making money in AdSense and all that sort of stuff. He made the AdSense account, but because he made it overseas, he had to make a bank in that country that he didn't live in. And he was like, okay, so he went over to another country to open a bank so he can at least start getting paid. He had something like 100, or like he had a lot of money in there, like 100,000, something like that. He had a shitload of money in there, and because of the United States, because he's a Canadian and American citizen, he's got a dual citizenship of Canada and America. Because of that, right? Because of America's laws, he wasn't allowed, like, he couldn't move that much money from this foreign bank over to his bank. And because they couldn't prove who he was and where the money was coming from and all that sort of stuff, they froze his account. His account was frozen, and he couldn't access any money, right? And it took him 4 fucking years. 4 fucking years of, like, dealing with all of YouTube's crap until Critical was able to help him with, I think it was a Human Media Group or something like that. They were able to finally pull some strings, so his money was finally going to him, because he had a fuckload of money on his AdSense account that he just couldn't hit. And I would go fucking nuts knowing that I had think he said that he had about $1 million owed to him that he couldn't access because of YouTube's rules that YouTube couldn't change. I mean, it's not that fucking hard. Change, just, it's not that hard. Just change the AdSense profile. That's it. Like, it's genuinely not hard. Genuinely, it shouldn't be that difficult to turn around and say, oh, you know this thing that says that he's an, let's just say, an Arabian citizen? He's a US citizen. Change it to USA. Alright, cool. Now just open up a US account and you'll be all G. Or open up, you know, he's a Canadian citizen. Open up a Canadian account. You'll be all G. They couldn't even do that. You know how fucking stingy that is? And, oh well, we've actually lost on this one. That time round, they didn't give... Oh, man. So sad. It's so sad. So, we're actually coming away with a loss from these guys today. Well, from this one. Obviously, if I had stopped and didn't cycle through... And, like, obviously, I would have made a quote-unquote profit. And who knows, if I was to cycle this through, I could get a 50 PED global in the first kill, and then quote-unquote profit. But, I mean, it just doesn't work that way. We're gonna have to kill a motherfucker, aren't we? We're gonna use our sword to kill a motherfucker. Fantastic. I love that. I absolutely love that. You know, I love the fact that the weapons there don't fucking work. But yeah, that, like, I shit you not, right? I shit you not. I came out here earlier with about 140 PD of ammunition. And I was hunting for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. My ammunition, like from cycling, stayed the same. And because I was getting, you know, just little bits of guns here, like little guns here and there, you know, getting some rocket launchers, some of these guys, the Azoros, and I got like one of those, I think. Because I was getting all that stuff, like, I didn't lose anything. And now wanting to replicate it on camera, of course I can't fucking do that. Oh man, but that's life. That's life. That is life in Entropia universe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave it there for today. I have work that I have to get on with a few other things. The Iron Helm, working on something for that. And then I've got these other videos that I'm going to be working on for this channel. It's all busy, ladies and gentlemen. It's all busy. If you want to continue supporting me in a greater force than just viewing my videos and subscribing, you can always join me over on Patreon. All of the Patreon stuff will basically go back into this channel to do bigger hunts, better hunts, experiments, all that sort of stuff. Because doing certain experiments, I will be losing PED. It's just inevitable. Doing bigger hunts for the sake of doing bigger hunts, unless I get insanely lucky, I will lose PED. It's inevitable. So yeah, everything that comes from my Patreon will be thrown directly into this game. So, if you want to support that, feel free. If not, your viewership and your subscriptions and your likes and comments are just greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you made it to the end of this video, what's your favorite animal? Let me know in the comment section below. What's your favorite animal? Could be any animal. It could be a mythological animal as well. It could be a cryptozoological animal, so an animal that could exist that we don't know whether or not it exists. Could be an extinct animal. What's your favorite animal? Okay? You let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.